Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm joined by Luke, so hi Luke.
Hi, Chris.
Yay, hi internet, come on.
Yeah,
It's not just me.
mainly
Um,
it's mainly just going to be you.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while, mate. We've not crossed paths for a while. So
Yeah, sorry about that. It's partly
because you're
new
a lazy scumbag?
new year,
Yeah,
that
okay.
too, and also my wife is pregnant, so way.
Okay,
I don't think I've been on since that
congratulations.
happened.
Yeah.
Well, I've been on since that happened. I've not been on since
You're
everyone knows
told,
that
yeah.
that happened.
That's it. So as long as
Uh,
people know and you're happy to, put that out there to complete strangers on the internet. So
I'm not going to put that out there to complete strangers on the internet, but yes, my wife is pregnant. That is common knowledge.
yay.
So yeah,
Congratulations, being a
thank
grown
you.
up.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like own a house, have a job and a car and a cat, and now a child soon.
Not be a real grown up till you get a dog, an animal that you have to actually look out for. So,
Eh, yeah. So yeah, that's been taking up more of my time, and I'm getting more responsibility at work as well. So like real life stuff is a thing.
well. But most importantly, though, there's been an article we can talk about, so we can cover some X-Wang.
Yeah, good segue.
Yeah,
Good segue.
yeah,
Like
more
that you,
importantly.
like that you threw in the casual naughty word and then drank, so that I had to fill the space.
I don't know what you mean.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah, just happened like that. Oh.
when was Wang
Um,
a naughty word? It could just be someone's name.
I'm pretty sure that if people went back and watched the video, you didn't say Wang. Um,
X-Wang.
X-Wang, yes. Anyway, moving on. There has been an article. It is brief in its entirety
There's some new
on the
stuff in
subject of
there.
Wang.
Yeah, but not a massive amount. So I'll pull it up so people don't have to look at your giant face, just your smaller face. We have the TIE Aggressor article. Play the aggressor. So it works on multiple levels. It's clever.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's like a Monty Python joke.
yeah.
This is not the Thai variant you are looking for.
Yeah, it might be if you want TLTs.
I mean, so it is the Thai variant you're looking for.
So I'm just going to let people look at, take in the 360 view of the aggressor. It's a little bit weird. I don't know if I like the model, to be honest.
It's like the other one, but not doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's like Vader's TIE Advanced X1, is it? I want to say X1. Um,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have the right solar panels. But it does have a twin laser turret on the back, so it makes it all okay.
It's all
You
okay.
can forgive a lot when you can take a 17-point ship, strap on a twin laser turret and a lightweight frame, and then take four of them.
Yeah. I don't think it looks as good in the model as it does at the picture at the top. But maybe that's just because I like the picture.
Of explosions.
Yeah, like the exploding one.
Yeah,
Are you up here now, just for clarity?
yeah. I am. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you're down there. I'm up here.
Yeah, good. I think it looks. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, though, isn't it? Like being a long-term wargamer, when other stuff from other systems came out, and I was like, "That's rubbish. It looks horrible." Oh, but the rules are really good. Oh, right. Yeah, I'll buy loads of them. Like,
Oh, I'm not gonna buy five. I don't need to run five with unguided rockets. Four with TLTs, I could do.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Oh, apart from
But that
being
presumably
well,
then you need.
what buy I could do. I mean you, because you're the morally bankrupt one of the two of us. Right.
I have never played Imperials, but this could be a good time to start.
Yeah, you just ran scum with four TLTs.
Hey, I ran Scum with 4 TLTs all the way through the horrible Imperial-dominated Phantom meta.
So that time Imperials won worlds in wave one.
And thank goodness that's over.
Yeah. Okay. So when we were off there, you were saying that you didn't think it was going to be a 4 TLT type list. You didn't think it was going to.
No, I don't. I mean, I think it's entirely possible, and maybe that will work as a thing. I just prefer hull and shields to spend rather than relying on. Yes, that's your microphone. Rather than relying on dice. I guess probably the extra 1 or 2 green dice, depending on what's shooting at you, is as good, if not better, mathematically. But it feels too variable. Like, I'd rather have 1 evade dice and know it's not going to work than 3 and think that they might.
But they only have to work once. And that was like having 1 that didn't.
Yeah, but like you assuming you're getting hit by 3. So if you've got 3 hits, but I don't know.
Right, so you basically, if you think about it, if you're going to assume a Y-wing is never going to evade anything, it's got 8 hit points. This has got
Correct.
5.
Yeah.
So you only need to evade
3 times.
There you go.
I can work that out.
See? Maths.
I don't know. I'll probably love it and run 4 of them with TLTs and lightweight frames.
So you'll probably just give it a try for a full tournament season and see how it goes.
Yeah, and see what it's like.
Just give it. I'll give it a quick run through.
Yeah. The funny thing is though, you'll have to buy. I'm assuming lightweight frame doesn't come in the pack. Sorry, this is me flipping.
No, it does come in the pack.
It does come in the pack. Oh right, because that would have been a really nice money earner to force you to buy 4 of something else.
I've got a picture up now. It comes with lightweight frame, unguided rockets, twin laser turret, synchronized turret, and intensity.
Yeah.
So it comes
with
everything you need to run it. So just buy 4 of them and you're done.
Just buy 4 of them. Yeah. I still think that it's slightly easier to knock 1 out than it would be a Y-wing, and PS kill 1 than it would be a Y-wing.
I think that it will still take a minimum of 2 shots to kill 1.
Yes.
And are you talking 3 shots to kill a Y-wing guaranteed?
Yeah, I reckon so.
So you've got to see if you can leverage the positioning as well from the unknown dial and the
the barrel roll.
Yeah,
the barrel roll is the key.
So anyway, that was the generics that we were talking about. I do think that the TLT build is going to be better than the unguided rockets if you're going to spam it. I think 4 TLTs beats 5 unguided rockets.
You're going to go out on a limb there.
Yeah. I'll maybe not in a head-to-head match,
Yeah. But, yes, I think they're probably...
I do love the way that they're like, so we had to tone down unguided rockets because of guidance chips being a thing. But on the plus side, it means that your opponent can't use M9G8. Yeah, sorry. I'll definitely take these for that giant buff then. All of those times my opponent target locks me and then forces me to reroll 1 hit, and I'm immune now. Yes, unguided rockets for the win.
See, I've seen quite a bit of M9G8.
But
comes around for T.
Does Jess not target lock bigs?
Yeah.
So when you say you've seen quite a lot of, I'm still right.
I saw it prior to Jess in some Kanan Biggs builds as well. I mean, you only see it when you see Biggs. But
yeah, and did they ever use it to lock onto you to make you reroll your crit?
Not that I can remember.
Okay, so back to my original point. I'm really glad that now I've got a weapon system that's immune to my opponent target locking me with M9G8 and forcing me to reroll my hit. It's a new meta, man. It's broken.
Yeah. Okay. I concede that nonsense.
I do. In honesty, it's a nice side benefit. It also works against sensor jammer.
Yeah, which you do see more of.
Yeah. Not that it would matter because you had to have a focus to fire it. So just saying FFG, it's not a mistake in your article. You are 100% correct. But even if it did sense a jammer a hit, you just spend the focus that you've got. So.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Well, you have to. You have to have a focus to fire it. So,
yeah.
And then they talk about, this is an interesting one that they put in the article. Have you got it in front of you? The ion?
Yeah, I've got it on my phone.
I do like the cheeky control one. That's nice.
See, I had genuinely thought, it would be cool with an ion turret. Especially when we get to...
We'll just jump down then. Double edge?
Yeah, alright. Double edge, yeah. I think double edge with an ion turret is pretty good.
Yeah, so I'll just read through double edge for everyone watching at home or listening to a podcast, I suppose. So double edge is pilot skill 4, has an attack value of 2, an agility of 2, a hull value of 4, 1 shield, costs 19 points, has the elite pilot talent, the turret and 2 missile upgrades available, has a focus action, a target lock action, and a barrel roll, whilst also having the pilot ability, which reads... Even my cat is bored of you, by
I
know, it's good. I was seeing how long you'd let me go. The actual important bit, because I saved it till the end. Once per round, after you perform a secondary weapon attack that does not hit, you may perform an attack with a different weapon.
Yeah, so first thing to note, it's pilot. So if we're comparing it to a Y-Wing, it's pilot skill 4 and it has an EPT.
Yeah, don't see a problem.
And the pilot skill 7 one has an EPT as well.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have a EPT if you're a Y-Wing?
Any of them, because you don't deserve it.
Well, no, that's not true. Cavill's got an EPT, hasn't
he? Yeah, but he's scum. So he counts as like the biggest winner.
So anyway, this pilot ability I think is good. Once per round, performing a secondary attack does not hit. I'm just reminding myself of it because I stopped listening to you. I think it's good. I think it works really well with the ion turret. I think the example that they give later on works really well too.
Yeah, Predator TLT lightweight frame is one they've got in there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, no, that's the wrong one. That's for Kessel, who we've not got onto yet. Oh no.
So you could put Predator on double edge as well, but you could almost put like ion pulse missiles and an ion turret on him.
Yeah, that's good. I think what's that come out? 27 points.
A bit more expensive, yeah.
27 without an EPT. Throw adaptability on there, so you can drop your PS to pilot skill 3 and go at the same time as contracted scouts.
Yeah.
Unless they've also taken adaptability. You could put Deadeye on him. Yeah.
But if they've taken adaptability, then they would have to declare whether they're going up or down first.
Yeah.
So then you would know whether you needed to go up or down.
If they go up, you can only you can't stay at 4. So if you wanted to go at the same time.
No, but you'd know. Yeah, you couldn't go at the same time. But if they've taken adaptability, they've taken the wrong EPT. So you're fine.
Ooh, is it because you think MindLink should be banned? Well,
no, it's because I think MindLink is the right choice.
Because you're a scum player and love MindLink.
Because I'm a scum player and I love MindLink. What was the question before we got
you wanted to talk about double edge.
Yeah. So I think he's good.
Yeah.
I think there's a whole having the missiles or having the 2 missile slots and the turret slot gives you lots of different options for secondary weapons because it's not just the turret. So especially if you've got one of each or 2 missiles, so not one set of unguided missiles, but I don't know, concussions and assault missiles if you really want to rack up the points for some unknown reason. You can force your opponent into difficult choices, but I think it works a lot better with the ones that require you to like the ion, basically.
So obviously you need to use missiles that don't force you to spend the target lock for the first shot if you want to do 2 missiles.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So you could do homing missile and then something else. Ion, well, any missile for your second one.
But
that's a stupid amount of points.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's a silly amount of points.
Yeah.
But there is an Imperial pilot that works really well with secondary weapons that you could potentially
Are we
take
going
him
to talk
with.
about Captain Jonas?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I mean, how far down that hole do you want to go? But it wouldn't be as bad as
My Major Rhymer builds.
Yeah, that was basically the punchline. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about Double Edge?
I do like him. I think that it's a little bit of a trap to put too many points into him. 27 points, you can kind of fit him in as like a supporting ship, but then you've got to start to think, what's he supporting? That's for the Ion Turret, Ion Pulse Missile Guidance Ship build.
Yeah.
It'd be 27 points, I think I worked it out as. Yeah. And that's without an EPT. So you're looking at around about that, 30-point mark for a decently tooled up one, which is standard Imperial fur. You have a lot of mid-level aces that come in around those point values. So it's just mainly what you're going to get him to support, and I think that's where he will fall down as a pilot. If you put that many points into him, you need something else to be doing a lot of the work in your list.
Yeah,
so.
And that's I agree. I don't know if he's around the 30-point mark. What are you going to get to? I mean, you can't just sink 65 points into a decimator and hope for the best. I mean, you can, but
well, this guy isn't a Whisper. He's not going to pull as much weight as Whisper does when you do a 2-ship Imperial. So
exactly. So you need at least another 2 ships, or you need a way. If there was a tractor beam
turret
missile or turret,
if they did a tractor beam missile, I'd have to kind of like really consider my place in the Star Wars universe, because how would that work exactly? The missile would explode and tractor it from what to where? Because of the way that a tractor beam works.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just, that the tractor beam and the ion is where you're going to get most use out of him.
Yeah.
The control, yeah.
I think we'll move on to the better, in my opinion, of the 2 pilots. Lieutenant Kestel, I think she's awesome. Comes in at Pilot Skill 7 for 22 points, still has the EPT. When attacking, you may spend 1 focus token to cancel all of a defender's blank and focus results. So
yeah, this is great. This is amazing. And it's not even in Arc.
No, it's not in Arc. So I think there is scope for it to be tricky to. Right, I think this is one where you have to put points into making it work. Not necessarily points into her, but I think I don't know if you said it on her or not, but maybe like general hooks handing out with focuses, operations specialist, all of that kind of stuff. Loads of interesting ways of doing it. But just they mention it in the article. Shuts down auto thrusters, shuts down focus results, glitter stim gone.
All those focus results you racked up from Mind Link or Manaroo.
Yeah, there you go, Finn. Add that blank in, and it's gone. There you go. I think there's a South Park meme in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Finn's focus, and it's gone. Finn's blank.
It's gone. Yeah. I think so. I think this would work really well in a list where you give your opponents 2 or 3, like, oh, those are all annoying, and I want all of them dead right now, and none of them, like, they all synergistically work really well together, sort of thing. So, like, I've seen a couple of 3-ship Imperial Ace builds recently.
Yeah.
I got smacked by quick draw Tomax and Carnal Jax. That was horrible. And I shouldn't have, but yeah. Anyway, so like I think that's the kind of thing that Kestel will work really well in, because you're going to have to put the points into her. But she wants one or two things alongside her, I think.
Yeah. So, what do you think about? So it talks about it in the article, but like the sync turret on her. We've not really spoken about sync turret at all.
I've forgotten what sync turret does.
Yeah, we'll go for sync turret first. So this one is an attack target lock. Attack one ship, even a ship outside of your firing arc. If a defender is inside your primary firing arc, you may reroll a number of dice equal to your primary weapon value. It's range 1 to 2, 3 dice turret, and costs 4 points.
It's 4 points. I think it's a point too much. Feels.
But then, what about blaster turret? If you made it 3 points, but pull a blaster turret.
Yeah, I think it's all right. I think it sucks that you need a target lock, because then you can't have a focus to cancel results. But you can get the target lock and keep it and not spend it. I know that that's how the game works.
I think that it works better on a ghost than it does on anything else.
Yeah.
Fire control system ghost, and you should be okay. But they talk about putting it on Kestel, and I don't really think that's the way to go with her. I think TLT and expertise is the...
That's expensive.
Yeah, but it's good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is really good, isn't it? Yeah, because, yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. You can save it. They do talk about expertise and predator. But,
yeah, you can save a point by putting predator on.
Yeah. I just think that's got potential to really annoy the shit out of people.
Yeah.
What's that you've got sitting here, Fell? Oh, where's it goes? It's stealth device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing with that is you're
obviously
32 points. 32 points. You're doing 2 damage a turn.
Yeah. But you're also stripping the tokens.
I mean, it's almost automatic. But
I really want, because of that ability, I don't know if I want to put the TLT on her, because I don't want to have to keep like barrel rolling out to hold range and stuff, and so I think the problem.
I think Ron Weasley would help though. Weasley, sorry.
Yeah, General Hux.
Yeah,
I do think there's scope for her with TLT and VI, and just relatively cheap. 29 points.
But presumably that's without lightweight.
Yeah.
No, that's with lightweight. No, that's without. Right.
22 points base, 6 for TLT, plus 1 for VI.
Yeah. But you haven't got lightweight frame.
No, it doesn't matter. I want them to kill this thing first, because then my Omega Leader or Colonel Jax or whatever shit stacking asshole of a Imperial ship that you don't want in the end game makes it to the end game.
Yeah.
Have her Countdown and Omega Leader in a list.
Yeah. I think she's definitely the best pilot. And she's PS7, so that's good.
Your picture's gone away.
What?
Oh, no.
Is that better?
That will be, yeah. Okay.
Sorry, it's because I flicked over to the article.
You ruined it. Ruined
the magic.
Okay, so I'll bring up the intensity card so we can talk about intensity, and that we can lament the fact that it's small ship only. Okay, so intensity, small ship only, dual card. After you perform a boost or barrel roll action, you may assign 1 focus or evade token to your ship. If you do, flip this card. Then the exhausted side of intensity is TIE pilot. Made it through that. Crap, okay. Let's go again. At the end of a combat phase, you may spend 1 focus or evade token to flip this card.
Yeah.
What do you think? 2 points?
So I think this works really well on something you can put Ray Crew on. So you'd have to put it on a B-wing.
A Hawk.
Or
Hawk.
You could put it on a Hawk, but then you also need to give the Hawk vector thrusters or boost.
Either pick one.
Vector thrusters is cheaper.
So engine upgraded is then, yeah.
Yeah, and Moldy Crew, so that you can still have all those focuses going on. Yeah.
So I would say that this is really good if you have operations specialists in your list as well.
Okay, so that because you need more than 1 focus for this to trigger on the same turn to be worth it, I think.
If you're going for full action economy, I do think that's a really cool way of doing it. Stuff like, what was I thinking about? You could potentially do intensity with like a tactician operations specialist bomber.
Oh yeah, you put it on a bomber. I forgot about that. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Is then you get the focus for your shot, but then it's still firing as a TIE bomber. So, you could use it for defense, I suppose. I think it's good on A-wings, to be honest.
Yeah, especially if you can put it on. Oh, it's a sign, isn't it? So that doesn't quite work with Jake.
I think you'll find.
Does it?
When you're assigned a focus token, you may perform a free boost or barrel roll.
All right, okay. Oh, so that is utter nonsense.
I'm gonna have to check Jake Farrell now. Let's go. So
I think maybe you're right. You can tell we did loads of prep for this article, can't you?
Well, I do my best work on the fly.
Yes.
After perform a focus action or are assigned a focus token, you may perform a free boost or barrel roll action.
Oh my gosh, that is so OP.
So Jake becomes the same. He has PTL, but cheaper.
Yeah. And no stress.
Yeah.
But it's not as consistent.
Well, who's going to shoot at him?
Yeah, I suppose.
And if he's behind someone, you just double stack your focus when you're not going to get shot anyway. And you still get the 2 repositioning actions.
How do you double stack your focus?
So...
because you've got push the limit and...
No, you take
you can
VI.
Take push.
So you would take a focus action with Jake.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Then that gives you access to a boost or barrel roll. So you've got vectored thrusters on him, so you barrel roll. I don't know why you've got vectored thrusters, just for the sake of this stupid example. So the fact that you barrel roll triggers intensity, so you assign a focus token to him.
Okay.
Which lets you boost, which lets you assign an evade token to him.
Oh, that's horrible.
Two focus evade, Jake Farrell.
For pilot skill 9 for the same points as push the limit.
Cheaper.
Sorry. As in VI and intensity is the same points as push the limit.
Yeah, so it's a point cheaper, but you have to put vectored thrusters, so you wouldn't have auto thrusters on him. So you wouldn't do that. So in reality, you'd take the focus action, which would let you boost, which would then give you the other one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm still... Yeah, I'd rather have that because you're turning a blank over to an evade anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you're coming up against the PS7 pilot.
Okay, and then...
I think that's one of the best cards in the set. If you can put it on Jake, which you obviously can.
Yeah. So intensity is good. I'm glad we agree. We didn't talk about this in the pre-show
think that was clearly
briefing.
evident by the fact that we had to go look at what Jake Farrell's text was.
I like to save some stuff for on-the-fly discussions. So let's do a couple more minutes, I suppose, chatting about good targets for intensity, and then we'll wrap it up.
So, does it cost 4 points because it's 2 points on either side?
Fuck off. No, it means that it doesn't matter which way you place it on the ship, it costs you 2 points.
So you could start with it exhausted. There's no reason why you have to start with it.
Oh. Technically, if you sit down opposite me and it is on the exhausted side...
Yeah, that's the side it would start on.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you change it, man. Sorry, game started now.
Yeah. But you just do that meaningless focus in the foot. Well, meaningless unless you have Ray.
Meaningless unless you put intensity the wrong way around, and then it's got a really important meaning.
Yeah. So it costs 2 points, not 4 points, yeah?
Yeah. Who else would I put it on? I don't think you need it on any of the Rebel ships, to be honest. I think Poe works better with it.
I feel like it could be fun on a B-Wing, because you could give it a B-Wing and evade.
Or you could assign the focus token and then have Janor's crew and switch it to an evade that way.
Yeah.
Which begs the question why you didn't just focus for your action and take the evade. Maybe
but
you wanted
I said it would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear.
So, I mean, you'd have to take one with sorry, it's late. A VR...
yeah.
Elite pilot talent.
Yeah. What about if... would you replace... oh dear, what is it? Mind Wink on Fen. Fenro, can you put this on Fen?
Oh. That's maybe not a bad shout. I think it depends what else you're running in your list. So if you've got... So I've seen some people run Dengar and Fen.
Yeah.
Then I think it's good, because actually Fen works when you up his action economy. So it allows you to run Fen in a way that isn't as reliant on Mind Link.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's difficult. It's difficult for Scum because you don't have that many small base ships that have crew EPT crossovers and stuff. I think that's where you this is one of those cards where it's going to be exploitable with the combos later. It's not massively powerful at the moment because of that exhausted side. If it was always a face-up side, it would be absolutely broken. I think we were talking off, was it, about the IGC?
IGD crew, yeah.
And then having IGC as the IG-88. So when you do a boost, you assign yourself an evade token, and this guy gives you a focus token. But the only ship you can put it on would be a Mist Hunter with... I suppose the Skurg, does that have a crew slot when that comes out?
Oh, is that the first one that's got... Yeah, maybe it does. Is that the first... Yeah, I can't remember.
I'm checking now. Skurg. It does have crew.
It does have crew. Yeah, so...
And it's got an inbuilt barrel roll, so you don't even need to pay for engine upgrade on that one.
Okay.
So
yeah, it might not be a bad shout.
No, so you do have to pay for engine because you need to boost, not barrel roll.
You could just not pay for engine upgrade and buy advanced slam because, that's clearly what it's there for.
Oh dear. Okay, I think we've about tapped that one out. So overall, let's be more excited and finish on a high note, because people are going to whine about this video being really boring, and they'll be right to do so, because it's talking about a quad TLT list for the most part. So,
I think that intensity is good. I think that the higher pilot skill woman is good. I wonder if that's her in the picture, actually. I don't know. Because it is a female TIE pilot. I think people will run the quad TLT. I don't know if it will be any good.
It would be good for people who aren't me.
Yeah, it would be good for people who can roll well on their green dice.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
So okay, just let me check everything else in the pack. So we don't know how much the Onyx Squadron something or other costs yet. That's the only one that we've not had spoiled. We know what every other card in the pack
the
is.
PS5 pilot?
Yeah.
I thought they spoiled it.
Did we? Did I miss that?
I'm clearly better at this than you.
We'll see.
Yeah. It is 19 points.
Where
it's halfway down. It's just above the 2.
Oh,
it's just above press the attack.
Oh, joy. So every card. So it's only the dial we don't have.
It's only the dial. It's got a 2 green bank.
Yeah.
Right.
Presumably it has one left because he haven't made a big deal about how asymmetric the dial is.
That dial's not asymmetric, it just has 2 reds.
I'm still disappointed in you, Frank. I'm still disappointed. Not that you watch the video, but it's fine. I said it in person. Come on. To Frank and Alex, both know my thoughts on how asymmetric the dial should have been. No right turns at all. Make them loop. Okay.
Oh.
Right, and I'm going to let you go because you're clearly tired and old now that you're all grown up.
Tired and old. We didn't get your summing up thoughts.
Okay. I think it's going to be a solid ship. I do think that 4 TLTs will see play. I think there's potential, depending on the dial, for it to actually be better.
Yeah.
Not maybe mathematically, I think it'll come out roughly the same with lightweight frame, but I think it'll be more engaging to fly, having access to that barrel roll.
Yeah.
I just think it'll be more fun to fly than quad Y-wings. Does that mean I'd fly it? Probably not. I think that the ship will shine as taking one of them. Like strikers I like is a pair of strikers, but in the same vein as the TIE SFs have got that role now at quick draw. It's starting to see more play when obviously they were written off when it first came out by a lot of people. So I think this has got that same kind of potential. Intensity, I think, is going to be a sweeper card that will come good in a few instances. Synchronized turret, it definitely needs something else like Ghost, where you can get fire control system and shoot again in the end phase. Seems pretty good. Whether it's better than TLT depends how tight you are on points. I think it's a really strong pack in that it comes with lightweight frame, twin laser turret. You know, it comes with one of everything that you might want to put on it. So I like the layout of this pack. If it had done more packs like this, I think it wouldn't have cost me as much money to play X-Wing. So whether that's going to be a reason to not do more like this, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's going to be a solid little ship. Double Edge, I'm not 100% sold on just yet. I know you like him, but I definitely think it's unguided rockets, and that's about it. Maybe what else can you do in the EPT? So I don't crack shot, because then you're not modifying your attack dice with unguided rockets. You're modifying their defense die. Maybe something like that. Hell, why not? We'll go intensity. So that could be okay. But Pilot Skill 4, I feel like if that had been the Pilot Skill 9 pilot...
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it would be awesome. But I still wouldn't have taken an expensive turret. I think unguided rockets is the way to go there. And then Lieutenant Kestel, I think you put the points in and make that ship have to be a priority target and try and dance it with the range 3 band for your TLT. I think that's the best way to play her. So, there we go. Solid pack. I would give it an Aggressor out of 10. And no, you can't run the IG-2000 title on it.
I hadn't even thought of that. I wish I had.
Yeah. So, get in there quick. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. We've done like 40 minutes on the 20 to 25 minute video, so
Yeah.
enjoy it, and we'll see you on the next one.